That's right, in today's YouTube video, I'm going to be trying and reviewing this particular pre-workout, and it's almost 2021 and I've still yet to try Naughty Boy until today. Just very quickly, you don't have to have pre-workouts in your supplement stack. Just like anything, use them really efficiently, have them in moderation, but I promise you, if you can find a really good pre-workout, it's gonna have a massive effect on your performance in the gym. The three main factors that I look at when trying and assessing a new pre-workout is focus, energy, and performance in the gym. If you can get a solid 8 out of 10 at least on every single one of those, then you've found yourself a fantastic pre-workout. I've previously done lots of other reviews on pre-workouts before, both on single products such as the Ghost Lifestyle Warheads collection and also the Whiskey Sour by Rob Lipsett. And I've also done my very own top 5 pre-workouts of 2019. I'm going to put all the links in the description below. These are my current pre-workouts, and very quickly I'm going to give you a short review on each of them. This is Berserk Crystal Blue flavor. This is fantastic in terms of focus and energy, but you do have a slight come down from this particular pre-workout. As I spoke about a second ago, this is the Ghost Lifestyle with Rob Lipsett Whiskey Sour. Firstly, the taste is absolutely fantastic, slightly different to a pre-workout that you probably experienced before, but Ghost is a phenomenal brand when it comes to pre-workouts. Focus, performance, and energy is all there. And also as well, the Sour Warheads. This is the sour watermelon. I've also had the, I think it's sour apple. Again, it tastes phenomenal, but performance, focus, and energy is absolutely fantastic. And that leads me nicely into today's pre-workout, which is the Naughty Boy Menace. This is the pineapple OG, and I know this is not one of the newest flavors, but I cannot wait to try this product. As this is the first time trying this, I'm going to be going just with 1 scoop, and I'm going to leave all the ingredients on the screen. Now, at the moment, I'm basically taking pre-workouts maybe 2, maximum 3 times a week, and ensuring that I have a pre-workout at a time where I'm either training in the morning or in the early afternoon. So like today is a perfect time to take a pre-workout. If I'll be training in the evening, I'll make sure I have a non-stim pre-workout. I get all my supplements from P&G. P&G are a local supplement store to myself, and the last 3 or 4 months they've actually gone online. So if you want to purchase any of the pre-workouts I've spoken about in today's video, plus many other incredible supplements, go ahead and check their website out. I'm going to leave the link in the description below, and if you want a 10% off, just use my code. Before we go into today's upper session, starting off with some internal and external rotations. Honestly guys, I'd highly recommend implementing a 5 to 10 minute warm-up or mobility routine before going to exercises, not just from injury prevention point of view, but also performance. The way that I like to structure this particular workout is like to start off with some heavy barbell work. So at the moment it's overhead press at 2 sets of 4 to 6. Second week gyms have been back open, and this was feeling very, very heavy. So this is my first set of 4 to 6, and then we're going to go straight into some barbell bent over rows. Make sure we push the hips back, chin tucked in, keep that back nice and straight. And when we row guys, make sure you pull through your elbows, try to limit the momentum as much as possible. We're going to do 2 sets of, I think this is 6 to 10. If you do enjoy follow along workouts, go ahead and check out my Instagram. Lots of routines there for you to follow along with. We're going to go straight into an EMOM. So an EMOM stands for every minute on the minute. It's basically a high intensity interval workout. So on this one, we're going to go for 8 barbell push press, and then we're going to go straight into some tricep dips. So let's say for the first minute, you can do it in 35 seconds. You then have 25 seconds rest. As soon as that minute hits, you go back into it. So it's very, very tough, very demanding, and I'd highly recommend an EMOM to anyone. So that was another fantastic session. That was actually the last session of the week, and today was a performance day. So the priority for me right now is performance workouts, are kind of split up between kind of bodybuilding style, strength work, and also performance workouts. As I've talked about in previous videos, the style of my training has changed, and obviously my goal is completely different. In terms of my workouts, I'm going for a lower body performance day, followed by a upper body strength day, lower body strength day, and then also a a upper body performance day for myself that fits in really nicely in my week and for my particular goal. That was another fantastic session to finish the week really strong. Big fan of the pre-workout, but what I'm going to quickly do is get a shower and then come back and I'm going to give an overall view of the Naughty Boy pre-workout. Okay, so let's go straight into the Naughty Boy review. First things first, I think from a come down point of view, I feel absolutely fantastic. I think it's been about 45 minutes since the end of my session and I feel really, really good. If anything, I'm just a little bit hungry. I need my post-workout food, but yeah, in terms of the come down, very minimal. And I think that's something that you need to look for in a pre-workout. Make sure when you have a pre-workout or you're choosing a pre-workout, there's a very minimal come down from that particular product, because that is the worst feeling, especially when you need to have a productive afternoon and instead you just feel a bit crap. So yeah, that's one thing I'd say, but yeah, very minimal come down. I took just one scoop as I was talking about earlier, and leading up to the session, after taking the pre-workout, as I was walking to the gym, doing my warm-ups and also do some additional band work as well, this feeling of that kind of tingling sensation started to arrive, but it wasn't too overpowering, which is really important, I think, as well from a pre-workout, especially when you're having, one scoop, the recommended serving, but it was just enough to kind of feel kind of thoroughly focused and ready for the particular session. As it's Saturday and this is the last session of the week, I guess I was a little bit tired. The only kind of caffeine I had from today was just the coffee in the morning, and I took the pre-workout about 11:30, but as soon as I stepped foot into the gym and started warming up and getting to those first couple of sets, I really felt that kind of boost of that additional energy, which is absolutely fantastic, and that's exactly what you want from a pre-workout. I think as well, where I noticed it was after I did my first couple of exercises and I moved on to my EMOMs, which is obviously high intensity interval training with kind of heavier loads. It was very, very tiring. That's where I found it the most. Obviously, as I got into the EMOMs, I found from an energy point of view, I didn't fatigue that quickly. I continued with my particular set and continued to have a fantastic performance throughout. And that leads me really nicely onto performance. I think from this particular session, obviously it's very, very taxing. Overhead press, bent over rows, two very tough movements, and then kind of moving on to EMOMs, Metcons, go into failure. And I was able to obviously retain my performance throughout. And I definitely think, from a pre-workout point of view, as I was saying, I was feeling a little bit kind of tired pre-session, and then obviously I had this kind of boost of energy at the start, and it kind of just stayed throughout. Of course, partly that's myself. I try and sustain a kind of high performance, but a pre-workout, especially this particular pre-workout, I found pushed me through that barrier of kind of fatigue, especially when it came onto the more cardiovascular based exercises. Didn't film in today's session, but I used the rower, did some single unders, decline push-ups as well. After doing those very heavy movements, trying to push through the barrier with those particular exercises is very, very challenging, but I found myself sustaining a really high performance. Overall, I would probably give the pre-workout a rating of 8.5 out of 10. I would say it's up there with Ghost Lifestyle in terms of the kind of full effects on the session, and obviously not having to come down as well. I'd be really interested to know if you've tried Naughty Boy before. Comment below if you've tried this flavour or perhaps more of a recent one. So that was my review of Naughty Boy. This was the pineapple OG flavour. If you enjoy pre-workout reviews and you want to see more like this, consider subscribing, because I'm going to be doing lots more pre-workout videos in the future. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.